A very happy Friday to everybody. It's Thursday for me. That's why I'm still dressed in yesterday's clothes, because it's still yesterday for me. I'm time traveling to the future to you to share some information that will hopefully be helpful to you further in the future. Hey, good stuff, Russ. All right. Russ. Okay. But seriously, I hope you're having a good Friday, getting geared up for the weekend. Of course, I've got a little trip for myself and my daughter, but we got some Outlander stuff we need to chat about because some stuff is happening. And for you in New York, Lorraine, I'm talking to you. Those of you in New York, there might be something coming up you really might want to get on. And so first thing I'm going to share something that Jackie found for me. Thank you so much, Jackie. This is something I'd heard about at the gathering, but I hadn't gotten any notices or anything yet. So, rumors started at the gathering, or well, it wasn't rumor, it's truth. And then actual proof here. Thank you again, Jackie. This is from the Barnes and Noble in Union Square, New York. They are sharing a holiday hits. They're having like a week long of authors signing books. Now, why would I be talking about authors signing books in New York? Well, of course, that's because Sam's going to be there. Let's listen to this gal chat about what's coming up and having a little goofy time. And then I'll give you the information.
I bet you thought that box was going to hit me, huh? Well, I'm actually here to tell you about our holiday hits. A week full of signings with some amazing authors and artists coming at you the second week of December. Check out the caption for more info and head over to Eventbrite to get your tickets. See you there.
All right, so what it says here is we are so excited to announce our holiday hits week full of signings with some truly amazing authors and artists taking place the second week of December here at the Barnes & Noble, Union Square. Tickets are now live for the following signings. All right, and we've got a couple of different folks, obviously, for this. Since it's a week long, more than a couple. Tuesday, Natalie Burgess. Wednesday, Brandon Santos. Thursday, December 11th is Tessa Bailey. Friday is going to be Sarah Rush. And the Rival of Wizards. Ooh, that sounds good. I might have to read that. The Entanglement of Rival of Wizards. Okay. But most importantly for us here, Saturday, December 13th, Sam Heughan for the Cocktail Diaries. Yes, that's what's going on here. If you missed your chance before, now's your chance if you are going to be in the New York area. I actually spoke to a woman who had a whole thing planned with her daughter. In fact, they were in our What Did You Like Best About Sassenach City thing there. Her daughter, Brenda, and it was Erin, I think is her name. They're sitting at my table. They're going to be there. Let's see how you can be there too if you'd like to. All right, so this is the drop page for the event. I'm looking on my screen to make sure you can see what I can see. Barnes & Noble Holiday Hits, Sam Heughan signs the Cocktail Diaries. You can buy tickets right here. I will have this page in the sources. You'll be able to go straight there. From what I understand is you're purchasing not so much a ticket, but a receipt for the book. You're going to get a new book, so if you bring your own, I don't know if they're going to charge something separate, but you're going to buy a new book, get it signed, have a moment with Sam. I'm going to read this real quick. It says, celebrate the holidays with Barnes & Noble Union Square in New York City as we host our B&N Holiday Hits, a 5-day signing extravaganza starting from Tuesday, December 9th and ending Saturday, December 13th. Closing us out on Saturday, December 13th at 1 p.m., acclaimed actor, best-selling author, and co-founder of Sassenach Spirits, Sam Heughan will sign copies of his latest release, The Cocktail Diaries. That's you can't quite see it. It's being covered up. Oh, bad Katie. But it's back there. I swear I have I have 2 copies. All right, under ticketing information, it says there will be individual ticket options for each day. This is, of course, the one you're going to want. Saturday, December 13th, 1 p.m., Sam Heughan signing. $32.70 is your admission and a copy of the Cocktail Diaries, plus a 5-cent bag fee. Okay, limited quantity available. So, I want to get on this quickly if you can. Some specifications. Sam will sign signature only all copies of the Cocktail Diaries. He will not sign any additional books or memorabilia. That's important to remember. So maybe you could bring your extras and get them signed if you have, like me, some that got shipped with no signature. Sam will not pose for photos. Photos are welcome from your place in the signing line. Okay, cool. Any gifts for the author or artist will be collected at check-in. All right, cool. So you can bring a gift, but you're not going to be able to hand it to him, it looks like. Please arrive by your ticketed time slot in order to secure your place in the signing line. Late arrivals may not have the opportunity to meet the authors. Ooh, that'll be rough. And there are some guidelines and things to remember for being in line, how to do refunds, a little excerpt about the cocktail diaries and about Sam, in case you aren't aware of who he is. This dude who acts in a show, quite a few movies. People seem to like his kneecaps. So you can get this and all the information you need at the Barnes & Noble link that I will include down below in the sources. If you can get one, I say it's hard because he only seems to go to certain cities a lot. But if you're able to travel, then there are opportunities to meet him, to get a signature. If you do, let me know below. I'd love to see who gets to go. I'm not done. I still have more stuff. Tim Downie shares this. It says, I'm doing a Yuletide Live signing event with Streamily Live on the 10th, December, 7 p.m. GMT, 11 a.m. PST. Here in my Instagram, join me for merriment, tunes, and possibly moths. Prints available to order now at the link in my bio. See you here on the 10th. So this is one you don't need to travel to. Ha ha ha. Online is a beautiful thing. But if I understand right, you're going to be purchasing online and they will mail it to you after. These events are kind of cool. I've watched them a few times where they're talking to the folks for a minute online on Instagram and saying what they're signing and giving a shout out, and then they move on to the next one. So you don't have to wait in line. You're not going to be up close and personal with the actor, but you do get a shout out and a howdy and an autograph. It doesn't want to load. It's taking a minute. Okay, here we go. All right, so I'm on the Streamily page with Tim Downie. Let's see, it says Tim's an actor, voice artist known for Baldur's Gate 3, Good Omens 2, Paddington, Transformers, The Last Night, Outlander, and Toast of London. He was on The Last Night too. Oh, did I miss that? I'm gonna have to go check that out. At any rate, you've got a choice of some pictures, it looks like, so you can choose which one you want autographed, and then it says which ones are going to be signed off camera or signed on the live stream. Now I'm gonna guess. Oh, look, and there isn't a huge difference in price for, yeah, that's kind of cool. But yeah, so you can see which one you're going to purchase, if it's going to be live streamed or not. It looks like it's just a couple of bucks difference for being, I don't know. Those are different pictures. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know how they price these. They're prints. And me, I would just be going with, let's see. Yeah, here we go. Signed on live. You know what? I didn't get a Tim Downie. Oh, I have to think about this. Can I come up with an extra $100? Right now, I probably shouldn't. I've got some stuff going on. I need to make sure I'm fiscal here about a few things, for a while. Christmas, it's coming up, and I've already made some big purchases and some deals here, so I need to make sure I can stay on track here. But this is a great opportunity for those of us who aren't able to get to New York, aren't able to get to Scotland, aren't able to go to the different venues where the actors who would really like to meet appear. Bam, you get to have a little howdy out to you. You get to have your autograph. It'll be mailed to you. Good. Yeah, it's good stuff. I love that they have these options. I really do. More good stuff. I've got a little video here with Caitriona. I'm loving all these clips that keep coming through my feed. This one is shared by Brilliantly Balfe. Directing, acting, leading icon, behavior. Can't wait to see more of Caitriona as director. Yeah, this one she's talking about what it's like to direct an Outlander. More specifically, I think there's a little Sam mention here, what it's like to direct this fiercely troublesome gentleman.
Was brilliant. It was honestly, it was such all of these guys, it was such an honor. I think I realized, I would sit behind the monitor when I could, when I wasn't in the scene, and I would have this stupid look on my face because I'd be like sort of going along with what they were doing. But it's beautiful. You see the performance when you're in a scene with somebody and you see what they do, but you're not really watching it because you're in it. But then to watch it on the other side, it was really amazing to see everything that they bring, and that was such an honor. Directing myself, I don't love. In the speed of a show like this, you don't really get to go and watch everything because we've got days to make and all of that. So you're sort of, you do all the prep, you set up all the shots. We had a stand-in to be able to like frame things up, and then you have somebody who you just have to trust to be like, okay, we've got this or we don't. And it's just, you're sort of split because you're in a scene and sometimes you're thinking about all the other shots that you're going to have to do, and like the time is running out, and then you're like, oh shit, I think it's my line. And it was just such a split brain thing. The days where I just got to do one or the other were the best. Yeah.
Want to do more?
Definitely.
Yeah.
No, all that makes sense. I feel like everybody would know her well enough that directing, getting a little advice or yeah, really it's advice on what to do wouldn't be hard to take from her because they're all family. They're all friends. They all know each other well. But I do like her that's here. She's going along with the scene as she's watching the retakes to see what's going, this is what's going to happen. This is what they need to do. That's really cool. I was talking to another friend the other day about how some actors, you see them trying to talk with their hands and they're not supposed to. And I said, well, that's why I have to get my nails done because I talk with my hands too much. And so I can't have janky nails just all over the place. Anyway, she likes to have one or the other job, more directing, a day where it's just directing or a day where it's just acting. And I can see why that would be true. It would be frustrating directing yourself because I know some actors, when they're watching themselves, they're thinking about what they were thinking about rather than what's happening in the scene. And that could be tricky and troublesome. Also, just the logistics of doing everything all at once, having all this stuff in your brain. Yeah. More power to you, hon. I hope she does get some just directing jobs. I would be fascinated to see her take on some different storylines. It would be very cool. Now, this one is just for fun, just for me. This was actually shared by our very own Jackie Bodek. This is her collection of Sam Outlander magazines. And yes, she does have the latest with the Dumfries and Galloway Life. I think that is fantastic. Darling, that is so cool. Hats off to you. Hats off to you. I have a similar collection in Star Trek. I really do. It's sad. No, it's not sad. It shows the devotion we have. She's found a thing she likes to collect. We all have our things. And I love the magazines. It does. It's so, and she has a TV guide in there as well. I don't even have any words. That is fantastic. And thanks for sharing it with us. I just realized there's this big glare, because I got my light right there, and so it hits it. But there, I redid my live schedule board because it fell down, and half of it got smeared away. But you can see it's all set up for our next one. Well, of course, we got our Tuesdays and Thursdays, regular 12 p.m. chat each week, Outlander Season 2 each Monday. We're doing Season 2, Episode 5 next week, and Die Hard is our Wednesday. Yes, it's going to be back to Wednesday, our Wednesday movie review. So do check that out as the second. I'm recording this before we've done live actually, so it took me a minute. It is our second movie in our holiday movie review series. So do check that out. And of course, I still have some openings if you want to join Jackie and I on this chat. And I keep thinking there was somebody else who asked to be a part of it. So if you previously asked and I'm just blanking, please just let me know. And of course, as always, it doesn't matter if you've ever done a review with us or not. If you'd like to be a part of one of the movies coming up, please let me know. I will make sure you get in there. It is first come, first serve, but we like new voices. We want to hear new opinions. It's all good. Everyone is invited. Everyone is part of this clan. Yes? Yes. All right, guys. That is all I have for us today. I hope you have a great weekend. Look out for some possible content over the weekend. I don't know which channel it'll end up on because I've got a new channel I'm building about my goings, outs, and beings and doing stuff. So it may end up there. Nerdventure Trekkers is the what you're going to want to look for if you care to look out for that. But even if you don't, for a little while, subscribe to it so I can get up to 1,000 subscribers and get that sucker monetized because I keep doing stuff and it keeps costing my husband money and I'm trying to be fiscal about it, but there's so many things to do when I'm getting older and I want to be able to do them while my joints still bend and my back still allows me to do long drives in a car. See, I plan ahead, or I try to anyway. Now, if you enjoyed this video and my crazy ranting, please do give it a thumbs up. If not, thumbs down all the way, and don't forget to comment below. Let me know what you really think. Any thoughts, any opinions, any movie suggestions. We've got a musical series that's going to be coming up, I think, in March next year. So if you've got any musical thoughts, let me know. I'm starting my musical list, and a lot of you have already given me some, so it may last until summer. It depends on how much y'all like the musicals. A little romance, a little adventure, who knows. Of course, as always, I thank every member of this channel who has supported me through the last couple of years as we've tried to grow this channel. I say we, but it's just me, unless you count my cat and dogs. But as I've tried to grow this channel and now expanding to other channels, I just want to thank you so much for the support. Don't worry, the membership is only for this channel. You're not going to be added on to the other ones. It's a per channel situation. And of course, thanks to everyone who's contributed to any of my dreams, my vehicle, my travels. Thank you so much for your contributions. I really do appreciate that support, and allows me to share more content with you guys as I do more stuff. Dude, I'm going to go to LandCon in Texas. I'll think that's what's going to happen. We're still waiting to hear about the ticket sales, because it's right now when I'm recording it, 14 minutes till sales go live. We'll find out soon. And to everyone, thanks for viewing, thanks for sharing, thanks for commenting, thanks for all of your participation in this channel. Now, if you think you missed something that we shared over the last week or so, you know I got playlists. I got playlists for our reviews for Outlander. We got playlists for our reviews of movies, and of course, playlists for all the updates we have between seasons. Please do check those out. And of course, no matter what video you choose, I'll see you there. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun. This is the People's Court. No, it's not. Season 5. Ha! We're not that far. Yes, occasionally I'm goofy. All right.